Hey, good morning, everyone. How you all doing today? Please give me some few minutes to come up. Just in the next 3-5 minutes, we'll be up. Hey, boss lady, welcome. How are you guys doing today? Drop world one if you're excited to be here. Boss lady, are you there? SD Augustina, deliberate CEO. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, boss.
So how are you doing today?
Yes, very well. Thank you, boss.
It's like you're connected with two devices, so one is echoing.
Oh, really? It's echoing.
Yes, so it has stopped. So can you unmute your video?
Is it fine now?
Release your video so that we can see your face.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Oh, you can't see me.
So guys, tell me where you're joining from. I can see Jemima for Kaduna. Yeah, I can see my main Lucky for Masaba. So drop in the chat box where you're joining me from.
Augustina,
we are live on Facebook already. So
Augustina. Can you hear me?
We can hear you clearly, but your video is what we need to see. Let me connect the other.
The video is not
the other one up.
Yet.
So can you unmute your video?
Okay.
There's this where you see the video sign, just click it. The video will come up.
Mute my video.
Check for videos, the video sign.
I can't hear him.
So, are you there?
Are we good? Can you see me
We're
now?
not good yet. We need your video.
Uh-oh. The video is not up yet.
No. You can't see the video sign?
You should let me unlock my video.
No, you can't.
Did you hear
have that permission. You have the permission to do that. Okay, let me make you a co-host.
Okay. I think we're good.
It's on now.
Yep.
Yes. Good to see you.
Say here, boss.
That long rich wine behind you. I hope it's for us. the wine behind. I hope it's for us. I'm not seeing those. I'm not seeing those award and decoration. What I'm seeing
the wine.
is what is of interest to me in this weather. Is that wine? You know, it's cool for the weather. It's raining over there, right?
Yes, it's cold.
It's good to have you on board. You're someone. You are someone I've known for a long time in this business, and we're so excited when you hit your SD. Boom! And so we are so glad to have you here to come share your experience with us. So guys, my name is Charles Tambou, your regular customer here, the boss of the global bosses. I'm so excited to bring this program to every of your doorstep. You know, anywhere you're watching is your doorstep. So we are good to go with technology. Nothing is stopping us. And so that's one thing we are excited about in this period of pandemic. And so I want to introduce our guest to us. She's someone I admire so much in her business. She's doing greatly. She has very quality leadership spirit, building up our business and our network. Augustina Aboh Nkanga. Nkanga, I hope I pronounced that part well. Is it Nkanga or Nkanga? So he's a graduate of History and International Studies from Kogi State University, an advocate for multiple streams of income, showing people on pay job how to create an impressive extra income while still on pay job. Presently work as a PRO to a multinational company. She has worked over a decade now. She has built a network of over 15,000 team members, and many among them are on their paid job part-time. So that means they are building the business part-time. And she has so many great leaders in her network who are doing greatly in this business. So we're so excited to have you here. How are you today?
I am very well. Thank you, boss.
I'm
super elated to be here too.
Yes. So today you're going to share with us your journey. Before Longreach, were you doing any other network marketing business before?
Never ever.
Never ever. So what were you doing before you joined Longreach?
I was employment. I was working.
Okay.
tried my hands on a couple of businesses. Yes. Like I've been
Wow.
an entrepreneur, like, yes. It didn't just have a long reach. While I was on that paid job, I tried traditional businesses here and there, a number of them.
Were you selling? Were you into fashion designing? Were you selling clothes?
How do you know?
Because we were.
That was one of the things I did.
How do I know? From the way you're always dressed.
Yes.
That's great. So you started doing other businesses. I mean, that's why you have an entrepreneurial mindset. But before, when you were in those businesses, what was your take on network marketing then?
You know,
Are you among those who said it's not your thing, or you just feel network should not disturb us today? We don't want that.
About it. I was just, but I hear people here and there. I hear some good stories.
We lost the.
Are you good?
Yes, we lost the first part of your statement. The network is breaking.
Okay. Are you good? Can I go now?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. So I was just blank, I should say. It was a case of you've heard people succeeded with this thing, and you've also heard people who have reasons why they didn't succeed. But personally, I had not had any experience. I hadn't experienced whether the good or the bad before Long Reach came. Neither did anybody really close to me, but maybe a little bit far. Yes, one or two stories. So I was blank about it. Maybe because I didn't research enough.
Okay.
To be educated, I should say.
What it means is that you didn't know anything about network marketing then.
Say that again.
I said, what it means, you didn't know anything about network marketing.
Yes, you're right.
Then.
Can you say that again, please?
Can you hear me?
Say that again, please.
I say, what it means is you didn't know anything about network marketing then.
No.
Okay. The network is really acting up from your end.
Oh. I'm even hearing your voices. You need to disconnect something. I'm hearing something from your end.
From my end?
No, not your end, sorry. You need to disconnect that, please. Hold on a minute. I'm hearing something is playing from your end. It's still playing. It's still playing. It's your voice. Please hold on. Let me fix this.
Can you unmute yourself? Are you there? Can you unmute yourself, please? Hello? Unmute yourself, please. Can you hear me now? Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So we are having network challenge on your end.
I think we are good now.
Okay. So tell me how you joined Longbridge. How did you join?
Oh, awesome. You know, I would always say that when it came to me, when this opportunity came, it didn't look like it. Like seriously. It was a casual Saturday for me. And I had a friend who came visiting. And she was with me and she just carelessly like, this business they're talking about now. And it's a network marketing business. I just gave 3 people cars in. I'm like, wow, as these things, does it really work? Like you're seeing the cars. Because before now, I've heard stories far away. Some people say, in the US, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. So I was surprised and excited at the same time because it was my first time of seeing these evidences. Before now, like I told you, I've not really come close to take a look. But the first stories I hear, they will be like, somebody in Kafanchan got a car, this person got these success stories and all that. So I'm like, in this our own Uyo, 3 persons have gotten a car. I think I would like to see. So that was really what got me interested because I hear these stories from far off. I haven't come close, like I said. So what really happened was I asked the friend to invite. She was new. She had not even joined. It was new as about that time, kind of. But over a year they would do. So when I got interested to know more, of course, she didn't know much to tell me. And she said she was going to tell me about it. And I'm like, wow, that would be good. It was a Saturday afternoon. So as the Itoro and as the Hannah drove to my house. And guess what? These cars that I was longing to see, they drove one of the cars, the first 3 cars in the U, to my place. So I was staying in a 1-room apartment. So they came and they started talking and talking. I'm like, wow, this is the first time I'm seeing someone like I can feel, I can touch you with your own success stories in network marketing. And it means it works. Before now, I have not seen somebody close achieve something I've heard from far off. Well, see you ladies. I was excited. They could even feel my excitement. I got more interested than my friend. I invited them. She had not signed up. She only heard about it and invited them. See what apart from the car, they showed me a couple of weeks alerts from Longbridge. And these alerts were about 40 something, 50 in their neighborhood. And I'm like, wow, that's small. I'm like, if I could add this to what I'm doing right now, like 200 to 300K to my present salary, it will make a lot of sense. Then I looked at these women, I'm like, excuse me. I have cough, excuse me, but you see, what has to be done has to be done. So
Are you there? Network should not act up today, no? The weather too. So how are you all doing today? I hope you are enjoying this series of Meet Your Success Partner. What has this program helped you to do? Drop that in the chat box. What have you benefited so far from all the success stories you've heard, the SDs? What are the things your stories have enabled you to do in your business? You can drop that in the chat box. Let's see the feedback from you guys. Your feedback will help us do more in the program. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see. Koyo said Azil has been refired. I like that. Azil has been refired. That's great. Thank you, Koye. Blessing says the ginger keeps me going. Fantastic. Akintune, the program has been mind-blowing, is a source of encouragement. Thank you, Ati Nuke. Thank you. Blessing said, what is possible for one is possible for all. Alex from Kenya, the interview have helped me build my confidence. Najuke, everyone has a story. We must be consistent to get to the top two. That's true. Augustina, I've been inspired so much. Luatoyin, I've come to understand that whatever I'm passing through in my business now, someone went through same and came out victorious. If I don't quit, I will have my own story. That's true. So those are the things. So many of them we can learn from each webinar, Meet Your Success Partner. Daniel, the program has helped me hold strongly to my why and be dogged. Thank you guys for the feedback. ISD, are you back?
Can you hear me? Yes, I am.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you can't see me?
No, we can't see you. Okay. You can turn on your video.
Yes, I'm doing that. I think you should see me now.
That's great. Welcome back.
Thank you.
From the break in transmission. So like you were talking about how you joined Long Bridge and someone came to discuss with you casually. You saw the success story of your SD, Aka, and that inspired you. So tell us, how did you not join?
Okay, so one of the things that made me even consider giving it a try was the fact that I looked at these young women and yes, they were working on something. I too was working on something. But I'm like, what's the difference? What's the difference between what these ladies are doing and what I am doing? And I realized that I was working hard on stuffs that don't work. Because I looked at them. In fact, I was under more pressure than they were. I mean, I have told you that I tried my hands on a lot of business.
Yeah.
I was into vegetable, taking trucks of vegetable from the north to Akwa Ibom State and delivering to fast foods. I mean, I was in a lot. And putting all these things together, I'm like, with all this, you're running up and down, do you really make 200, 300K a month in addition to, because that was the essence, to get an extra source of income, right? So I got an extra hustle. But I realized that I just tried to compare, and I felt if I could get 300, 200 to, because that was the much I knew. That was what I saw. I mean, so I was calculating based on what they showed. And that's where many of us are. We are at a place where we are running around the clock. You understand? From this business, especially the self-employed people, the self-employed people, right? Sometimes what they make as profit, if they tell you, you will not believe it. You want to, because I was there. So I compared what they were earning to what I was earning in a month. I'm like, no. And I concluded that these ladies are working on what works better than what I'm doing. I mean, if I can do all of these hustles, if I can put everything together, and I can't say 300K is my profit. Sometimes the overhead is choking me, and I just have to keep going with the mindset of, oh, you have to. It wasn't just easy. So that is why I decided to give it a try. Like, these guys are working on what works better than what I was doing. The paid job is by that time. So it means I needed a side hustle that works, because the essence is to generate more cash. So if the side hustle is stressing me out and I'm not making anything out of it, I mean, I should have a rethink. So that was where it started from. And that was why I got so interested. But unfortunately for me, I didn't have the cash to start that day. And I told Ezitu, I was like, I will call you to sign up. Don't bother following me up. I said yes. And until the day I signed up, I didn't sleep well, because you see, I like money. So I didn't sleep well. So that made my friend to come on board before me, because she had her money handy. She came on board. Then about a week after, language business. Then I joined. I didn't know the fact that when after the presentation, I was seeing them over and I saw the Hyundai Elantra. Whoa. And then I was driving what you call pencil light Camry. And I'm like, what would life be like if Tina, this car fits you? Don't you think so? And I said, yes, you deserve this car. Don't you think so? And I asked Hannah straight, my SE2. I was like, what will I do to get this car? And she said, come for distributors training. That was where it started from. The moment they told me, it was the car qualification for those who are in Long Beach already, was about 80,000 PV then. I slept and woke up every day with 80,000 PV, Hyundai Elantra, 80,000 PV, Hyundai. I mean, the energy became so much, more than the lady that brought me into the business. I had to literally start driving. I am forever grateful to her that God directed her to my house and God opened her mouth to lead me, you understand, to Longreach. So much energy I was, in fact, at a point we had some kind of clash. Why? She felt, I brought you into this thing. What is all this, I can't rest kind of thing. She wasn't seeing what I was saying. And because of the way Longreach works and how sweet Longreach is, I left her. I became a Diamond 1, of course.
It will take me 30 minutes to be done. Hello?
Sir? Am I too fast?
Continue, please. Continue.
Okay. So she brought the business to my life, and I became a Diamond 1 with her, became a Diamond 2 with her. Of course, left her at Diamond 2. Became a Diamond 3. Director, and she's still at Diamond 2, even as we speak. But you see, it was just about, I don't know, what I saw. She didn't see what I saw. You understand? And maybe where I was, I needed it much more. I had a stronger reason to push this business. All I needed was, does this work? I was not here to bargain the price of what to put in, because I had always known that for you to get anything worthwhile, there has to be something in exchange. There has to be. And that's why I asked Anna, what will I do? What do I need to do to get this car? And she told me, and I jumped, I hit the ground running. So that's the kind of business we are in. I'm on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 star director. And the person who directly introduced me into the business is still she's not losing anything. Of course, you know how it works. But I mean,
the person who introduced you to the business is in what diamond?
2. She said
diamond 2.
Yes. So when I joined the business and I saw that this lady is not as hungry as I was, what did I do? I hooked up to it. I became her handbag. Because you see, this girl is new. She doesn't know nothing about network marketing or long reach, even though I didn't know what it was. So that was the essence of me. I became a handbag teacher. You see, sometime last year, somebody reminded me that, do you remember those days? You follow Ituro everywhere. There was this particular day, one of her sons were admitted in the hospital, and I was there. Why? I was there. I didn't want the excuse of my child is at the hospital. I needed to learn that thing that day. So I became a visitor too. While we were taking care of the baby, the training was ongoing. I mean, that is how hungry I was. Was it my responsibility? But if I had stayed and said, okay, let me wait for this person who brought me, it's your job. You have to teach me. And this person, you guys are not on the same page. I mean, you've seen something she has not seen. So it's difficult to move people. Even if they are behind you, it's difficult to move them if they're not seeing what you're running after, you see. So at that point, wow. I disconnected. We were still friends, but I disconnected. And of course, I aligned myself to my Ituru. And she's been a mother, a mentor, taught me everything I know about network marketing. And that is how we arrived where we are today.
You know why I'm laughing? Imagine if you were crying that you need your upline to support you, that without your upline you cannot grow in the business. You would have still been in a diamond 2.
Be a diamond 1, but she had so.
Guys. So she wasn't in the same page with you, and that's why you went to go and sought after. That's why you sought after those who were in the same page with you and work exactly with them.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, I tell people that success, the principle for you to become successful is the same. The same anywhere. So as long as you follow those who are successful, you do what they are doing, you surely become successful. So you saw success, you are aligned with success, you attach yourself to success, you do what you are doing, because I know you, like you said you were everywhere. You were doing seminars, you were traveling, doing seminars from one state to the other. So what do you say are the activities that got you to where you are now? Can you highlight those activities so that people will know what to do when they want to become an SD?
Okay, awesome. To me, it's not a straight line thing because I made some mistake in my first year in network marketing and
when did you join?
2015.
2015.
Yes.
We're in 2020, guys.
Yes.
Multi-millionaire. Quiet one, she doesn't talk. So tell us, give us a step, guys.
Okay. So what happened was that in my first year, when they just told me all you needed was 80,000 points to get this car, I went all out. All out doing what?
Sorry, you understand?
That's what I did wrong. If I know now, I would have been recruiting and be trying at the same time build a formidable team. Yes, to create a system, a leverage, understand, that even after the car, I could rely on. But see what happened to me. I came on board with so much energy. And I always tell to my team members that I did 90% of the work myself. The first people I recruited into the business, apart from my leader, one of my leaders in Lagos, Binta Liu, none of them is in business today. The reason is because I was just harvesting. All I was about, even though my leader tried to put me through, like, you need to duplicate, you don't have to do this thing alone. This 80,000 shouldn't come from you alone. If you dull me, I move. I was bringing in the PVs alone. So I did virtually 90% of the work of my first car.
So did you let me get this. Did you qualify for that car you wanted to qualify for? Did you qualify for it?
Oh, yes.
Wow. You set your mind on it and you did.
Yes, but there's a bad news to it. After the first car qualification, what next? If I knew what I know now, I would have had a team that after the first car qualification, I would have been riding on the existing system and team I had created.
Got it.
But what happened? There was no team. I was just bring, and
okay.
I got the car. After the car to the 10th Israel. That was why in my journey in Long Beach, I got car in 2016, 2015 to 2016. 2017 was the only year I didn't qualify for car. That was what happened to me. Now, I went back.
You got car in 2016, 2017, you didn't qualify. 2018, you got.
Yes, and 2019, I got. What happened? I had to went back.
You joined board.
Momentum. It was difficult. Thank you. It was difficult. I'm like, what's wrong? There was no team. And qualifying for the next car, it means I have to go and get fresh people to do this. Meanwhile, if I had done the right thing, built a team with my first car qualified, the second car qualification should be for, especially, in fact, if you do it right, you can qualify with them, even on your first qualification. But I didn't know. It was just about me. I have to. And, a lot of them, too, who were my first team members, didn't know much. And I didn't know much to educate them and tell them, this is how this works, okay? So I succeeded, I got the car. And after the car, there was no team. Oh, yes. There was no team. It was horrible. I tried to go and wake the dead. And the dead refused. So that was what happened. A lot of them, some of them felt, oh, this is what this was all about, for you to qualify for car. Because I didn't sell, guys, we can all qualify. Sincerely, I didn't know that much to put it there, to let them see what I was saying. Not everybody will still come along, but I know a few would have. Even if they didn't qualify, they would have come close. It would have developed their muscle. And the second year would have been a walk in the park for them, but they are stronger. So I didn't do that. I failed to do that. So the whole of 2017, I would say it was the year I really learned what network marketing, because I had to go back to the drawing board. What did you do right? Tina, you didn't pay. And before I could put things right, the 2017 car was over. But guess what? I came out stronger, better, more knowledgeable. Now I know that there's a formula to this thing. The ones who are on the same page will run. Show them and make sure they see it. If you're able to make them see it, some of them will run even more than you are running. I touched the ground running and with team members. For the first time, I had team members qualify with me. I'm like, whoa. So this is, yes, you've gotten it. You've gotten 2019, much more people qualified. I'm like, oh, you have pressed the right button. So there's a formula to this thing, just like Boss has said.
Share with us the formula. That's what we want to know.
So what I did the first time
was, guys. How many of us want to qualify for car? Yeah. As the Augustina want to share with us the formula, guys.
Awesome, I'm ready. What I did wrong was just harvesting PVs and not duplicating or showing people that they can qualify as well. 2017, I changed the approach building and the vision with them. I realized that my mentor will always say, if you are able to make people see where you're going, they will follow you. The ones who, a lot of people who do not follow you are people who are not seeing where you're going. That's the toughest part. If people see where you're going and you say, let's go, they run, even more than you're running. So 2017, I'm like, I picked a few leaders from the new ones I've recruited, and I say, guys, we can qualify for car. You see, across my 3 legs, I had three persons. Even though I know that some of them are not, they're not here, but I make sure I penetrated their mind. Like I showed them that, you see, you can.
The vision to them.
Yes, I shared the vision. That has really worked for me. Then I'll be on their case. It has worked for me for rank changing and for qualifying for stuffs. When there's anything to be qualified for, I just call them a few persons, like 9 people, and I call them up like, I want to qualify for this. I want to tell you that you can qualify. This is what we are doing. We break down the activities. Okay, where and where do you have team? I help them arrange where they have teams. Okay, this is the activities we need to do. Back to back training presentations. And I will allocate the leaders, share them. Okay, this is where and this is what and what you need to do. This is what, where and what you need to do. And we all move out, we launch out. That has really helped me. A lot of them that have qualified for stuffs in the team, see, you can qualify ladies. In fact, it's true. I called her, I saw her energy, and I told her, excuse me, you can qualify for car. You can qualify for excuse me.
Okay.
I told her you can qualify for this trip. And she said, no, I don't think I'm right. I said, why? So I gave her instance as in I called team. They doubt themselves so much that you, the leader, you have to be the one to bring out this thing because it's in them. So you just spot them that this person can. Not all of them. Some will be chicken forever, no matter what you do. But you have an ego eye. This person can. And I picked her up and I told her, you can qualify for Malaysia trip. And she said, no, I'm not right. I don't have it. I don't do this. There were excuses. And I told her, yes, you can. I convinced her that she could. And she said, if you who have qualified say I can, then true. I can believe in them and they believe in themselves for them to rise. So I kept on telling her every day on the trip, we were checking her point and I told her, you can qualify, you can qualify. This is where you are. The moment she saw that she was half gone, that was it. She pushed in every energy. And guess what? After that first qualification, because what I did this time around is not just, I'm not teaching them the right, they don't come back. That second coming is tougher than the first one. So we did the right thing. I experimented my formula of recruit, train, with team building, trying to duplicate at the same time with her. And after her first trip, second trip, she didn't qualify alone. And she has gotten a car. This year, she's qualifying with team members. You understand? So what did I do? What I did differently was sharing the ones who are not saying. You see, everybody. Instead of, excuse me, killing yourself on the ones that you think they deserve it, or you think for whatever reasons, there are some people you just feel like you want to die on their case, and they are not on the same, they are so far, their mind is so far away. What I did was I shifted the energy to the ones that if I sell the vision, you catch it. And I push in all of the energy in these people that are on the same page with me. So I didn't dwell on, even though you have all the potentials, there are people join your team, you are seeing all the potentials and they refuse to move. I will not come and greedy on your case. permit me to use that, I would rather look for even people who seemingly do not have the potential, but I somehow have seen something and I've been able to communicate the vision to them and they have seen. That way the work is less on me and it's less on them. Because if I say let's jump, they will ask you how high, because they've seen that there's something different. You come and say, oh, car qualification. I want to qualify for 50 million naira cars. Okay, well done, qualify. So what's my business if you're qualifying for 50 million naira car? That's the mindset a lot of these people have. But sharing the vision, you can tell them, I want to qualify for 50 million naira car. How many of you want to qualify for 50 million? Some of them will say, no, I don't think I can qualify for 50 million yet. But I can do 25 if you have SDs in your team. Some will say 15. You get 15 here, you get 7 here, you get 5 here. You have gotten them. That is what they think. That's the much their mind can accept. You understand? So now you tell them, see, I'm picking you on this leg. I need you to qualify for this car. 7 million. You said 15, right? 7. You said 5. Fine. I have 3 persons there. On this leg, you said 25, right? 15, 7. Fine. On this leg, you pick them out like that. That way, I am the one who comes. They have pronounced what they want. So we are going to work. Everybody knows that there's something in it for them. So in my 50 million naira car, if I hit it, there are 50 million and 25 million is there. And they think it's a fair deal. Okay, you've been in this business before me, it's fair. If I make 25 and if I nail 25 and you nail 50, it's not a bad deal. Let's go to work. You don't need to push such leaders. They will go naturally.
Fantastic. So that's the method. So
yes, and I tell them to also pass it down. They will also pick people that will share their own vision with, and we go like that. Some people come really close to it and they don't hit it. But let me tell you something, they never remain the same. A good number of them, they never remain the same.
Because they will surely change rank and they will also earn.
And good money.
So guys, I hope you got the memo.
A little more, this is what it's like. Yes, if I put in a little more, so this is what it's like, and a lot of them go all out on their own, independently. After that, and I tell people to look beyond the car qualification. After the, excuse me, after the car qualification, you've gotten yourself a system, a leverage system. So the car is an addition, but what you're building,
yeah, the car is an addition, guys.
Is a system that can pay 3, 4, 5 things more times what the car is going to give you. So I tell them they get very more deliberate when there is a qualification, when there's a promo ongoing, so that because they know that it's not the need for them, it's not just the car. After the car, they have a system. So they just push from there a little and they're in a place of passive income, which is where we are all looking for. So that is what.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the steps on how we can qualify for the car, get to star director. It's all about pushing your team. It's all about building with team. If you don't have a team, go get a team, guys. That's the essence. You need a team to grow in this business. For now, if you don't have a team, keep building. Surely, you surely have people who are on the same page with you, and you start building your business with them. Were there time in this business you got stuck? I know you mentioned that part. Were there time you got stuck?
Say that again. Where I got
discouraged. Were there time in this business you got stuck? You feel like giving up? You feel like giving up?
Definitely.
I hope that you should be taking warm water instead. I hope it's not it's warm water you're taking.
It's just room temperature.
You need something like tea now. If someone is there, to make tea for you.
Let me get someone to do that.
Let them do tea for you.
So I was asking, boss, have you
because Because I remember a time where, hello?
I haven't seen. I've seen. I would like to meet them.
Continue.
Yes, I'm here.
Continue, please. Sorry.
I said I haven't seen anyone who achieved success and they say that it was a smooth sail. I haven't seen. If you have seen, maybe you should show me. So definitely there were times, not one, not twice. There were times you don't just feel like, yes, because I was new in my first year, at some point I felt this thing, you've not done it before and you may not be able to do it. Yes, many times. But I now got to another point where in my mind I'm like, okay, I've gone halfway. Let me try and even achieve one thing. That's why I like to tell people who come on board Long Bridge, you see this car, you're going to get it. But dream wild. Because one of the things that happened that after that, my car, I went down was, of course, the challenges that came with what I wanted to achieve were part of it. And I was like, oh, maybe after this first car, I should just even not push the business again. But I have to get this car, you see. You see this car, I have to get it. So there were times I didn't feel like I did it. There were times I felt like throwing in the towel. Like I felt this, I convinced myself sometimes that this is not for you. And I will wake up again and say, oh, I will just look back and look at what I do. And it really hurts. You see team members who were energetic, they're putting so much close to their breakthrough. They'll tell you they are giving up. And they will just not come along anymore. So in my own case, I looked at what I put in and I said, no, I'm going to push further. So I pushed. And after the car, like I said, I paused. I got stuck. In fact, I got stuck because it was not a place of what do you have on ground? What do you have in your hand? So, of course, I tell people one of the things that got me going after that first was that I now got myself a mentor, apart from my SD, that taught me what I should expect. Yes, I knew there was price to be paid, but that's and I do that up to date. If I see somebody, if I recruit somebody directly, especially those I recruit directly, and I also teach team leads to do that, I kind of place the expectation on the table for them to see. So it was after that my first where I got stuck at first. My mentor told me the things that I should expect in network marketing. Things that they are not peculiar to you alone, Tina. And these things are, yes, you set out to achieve your dreams, to achieve success. You have a reason, you have a why, you have a propelling why that wakes you up at night. When others are sleeping, you are awake. You are building capacity, you're doing. You understand? But he showed me, excuse me, 4 enemies of my why. He showed me 4 enemies of my why. These enemies are going to stop you from achieving your success if you don't recognize them and deal with them. And it was rejection, deception, attrition, and apathy. This prepared me for that comeback.
Can you list it again? It's okay.
Rejection, deception, attrition, and apathy. Rejection, we all know. We've all faced it and still facing it. Somebody will say, even if you put a private jet in front of me, I won't join. So people will always reject either the opportunity or you, whichever way, it will happen. So you got to deal with it. It will stop you from activities. I tell people most times that the reason you're not taking activity, you're not taking the massive, you're not doing the activities you should do, is tied to one thing: rejection. If I know that there are 100 persons out there, and I know that my business is a business of people, and I know that if I talk to these 100 persons, they will all come on board, what do you think will stop me? The energy will come from the blues. But you see, the fear of rejection, in your mind, you're like, they might say no after all. You understand? And it's so you need to deal with rejection. He told me you're going to see rejection. He's not going to, excuse me, he's not going to stop now. You're going to see it your last day in your network marketing career. I said, wow. He said, yes. And he said, deception. You're going to be deceived. Who are you that you will not be deceived? They will deceive you. You will think you have sealed the deal, and somebody will even try to make a transfer in your presence, and maybe network acted up. And it goes. The next 1 hour, that person is no longer picking your call till next tomorrow. You'll be deceived. You'll feel disappointed. You'll feel people will deceive you. It's not peculiar to you. So he told me, it's not peculiar to you. The third is attrition. Yes, when you think you have built a team, you think you have a leader in this person, and that person just wakes up, and all of a sudden, just went mute for no reason. They just exit the business. They are not doing the business anymore. When meanwhile, in your mind, you felt, oh, I want to be a Diamond 5. I want to turn Diamond 5 by the end of September. And you have positioned this person. Maybe you have shared a vision. You're working with this person to turn to Diamond 4 on this leg. All of a sudden, the person is no longer forthcoming. Attrition will happen to you. The people you have had hope in, this leg, I have leaders on this leg. They will just go mute. And apathy. At the beginning, there are people who tell you, oh, as I'm coming into your team, I want to overtake you. I say, fine, we are looking for overtakers in this business. We are looking for overtakers. And then we come, they won't lift a finger, or they will lift a little, and all of a sudden, the enthusiasm, the interest, everything goes down. They go back to their cow pasture, what they were doing before you showed them the opportunity, and they were gingering. They go back. You see these 4 things. There are 4 enemies of your why. So your why has to be strong enough.
Wow.
To conquer this. If you desire it, and what I did was, after he shared it with me, I made up my mind. You see, I put these things on one side and actually wrote down my dreams on the other side. I'm like, okay, this is it. So these are the things, these are the gateways, these are the things that can be an obstacle to you achieving this great. And I looked at the dreams again. I reminded myself, I do imaginations a lot. I imagined how it would feel like when I achieve these dreams. And I said, rejection, deception, attrition, apathy cannot stop me from achieving these dreams. So I came back ready. So these things, they don't shock me anymore when they happen. I take them, well, that's okay. Who's next? Which lead you next? So I put myself, just like Paul in the Bible will say, he said, what shall separate me from the love of God? And he started listing them. That's preparing yourself before you go, right? What shall separate me? He said, is it hunger? Is it sickness? Is it? Then after listening to them all, I said, no way. These things cannot be compared to the love of God. That's for the Christians. Cannot be compared.
Wow.
So I came back ready.
Like you came back ready, guys. Are you guys ready?
It's important you prepare yourself before you go to the field. These things won't shock you. They won't shock you. If you're going to, say, a city after Uyo, for instance, maybe Umuahia, and before you embarked on that journey, you were told, there's a checkpoint. And when you get there, this is what to do. That's preparing your mind. You were prepared before you went. So there will be in that case, there won't be unrealistic expectations. You know what you are, you know what to expect. So these things will just be like a walk in the park for you. Not because it's easy, but because you know that these are the things that are on your way to success. And it helps you to embrace this process. You accept it as a process. That's the thing. That's what it does to you. If you know that these are the things that can stop me, it will naturally help you to embrace the process, and you take it as a process. The things I have to experience on my way to success. So if you're here, you are experiencing any of these kind of things, you are trying to build team and the leader you have worked on so much is exiting and is the business, or you are being rejected, you think it's not peculiar to you alone. If you find
that's true.
without these things, come and tell me, come and prove me wrong. So it's not peculiar to you alone. Just embrace it. Embrace them and the sky will be the starting point. Thank you.
That's true. That's true. Wow, guys, this is mind blowing. I said this is going to be mind blowing, and that is what we're seeing here now. So if you love what you're hearing, you are excited, you are fired up, I want you to drop 111 in the chat box, share this video, do a watch party. Everyone needs to see this. I know there was a time you told me that you were this shy type. You don't like talking too much. I remember.
And I'm shy. Oh,
so
I'm so shy.
You are so shy. Nobody will see you as a shy person. Yeah. How were you able to overcome that? Because our business is a business of talking. What will you say to those who are still saying that they are shy? They are introverts.
I missed that. Can you say that again?
I say, how will you encourage those who are saying they are introverts, they cannot talk to people? What do you have to say to them? Can you hear me?
Okay, I had to add shyness to my own list, actually. It was a problem to me. Shyness, I got yes. If you ever intend to be a leader, as the inform will say, shyness is not the fruit of the spirit. Why are you being proud of? I'm shy, I'm shy, I'm shy, I'm shy, I'm shy. If shyness can stop you from achieving your dreams, then the dreams are not big enough. I had to drop the shyness, boss.
Go and learn it. You see, you mentioned the importance of having a mentor.
The first time I tried it, tried being. I didn't get that.
Hello.
I didn't get that.
Yeah,
Yes,
you said you add shyness to your list.
Yes.
And you also mentioned the importance of having a mentor help you overcome your challenges.
Yes.
Do you think everyone should have a mentor?
Everyone should.
And I tell people that their upline should be their first mentor. Their upline. If your upline is not doing well in the business, you need to go higher. You need to go higher in your network. So have someone who is doing well in your business. So like what you did, you followed your SD because she was doing well in the business. She knows the challenges. She must have shared the challenges with you. And so the same thing, if you are in a business, you are in this business, go higher. If your upline, our upline is still a diamond too, so there's no way she can follow our upline. So she went higher to get someone who was doing well in the business, and she followed her. She also got someone outside the business to mentor her in the business. So guys, now tell us your success story, your achievements in Longreach. Hello? Are you there?
You have to repeat that, boss, please.
So I said you should share with us your success story. Now, your achievements in Longreach. How is it now? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you unmute yourself?
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Okay. I think it's better now.
Okay, so what are your achievements? Share with us.
Oh, awesome. See, you see, like I always tell people, I said, this thing will never come in the package that you want it to come. I am just, every time I hit a milestone, I will just look back to the day the opportunity was presented. I've achieved so much. Do you know that, yes, car, 100% got me interested in the business, followed by the weekly earnings, which was, what should I call it, compared to what Long Reach has earned today. Long Reachers who are working business see the bigger picture. One of the things I battled with was I had to go back and expand my dream after that first car. Because you see, Long Reach, if you're working on Long Reach and all you're dreaming of is one mansion in a good city, few cars, and you need to go back and dream again. You need to go back and dream again. Because this business will serve you what will help you achieve your wildest dreams. If you have tested of it, you will know.
It will embarrass you when you work hard.
Oh, you know it. Every day I wake up and I'm like, no. You need to increase it to this, increase it every day, because I'm seeing it clearer. It's becoming clearer. Because you see, like the car qualification, which was the last car qualification, I set the time for myself. And before October, I hit the time like, maybe you should have dreamt much more. I gave myself target of qualifying for the car. And I qualified 4 months before the car promo was over. And, excuse me, my SD, Ituru, said, why didn't you put your SD-ship, your star directorship? You should have put it in front, because if I had done it, I would have gotten it. This is just telling you out there to dream. As in, dream this free. It's free. Just dream first. Come before we tell you the price. Dream. It's free. So that even delayed my SD ship, because all I wanted was 10 million. And with a whole lot that came with it. You know one thing about working for Long Reach achievements, it's not what they put before you alone that you will get. Oh, somebody, please receive this. You know, sometimes you're just so occupied with, 5 million, 7 million.
You say somebody's sick.
That is coming into your bank account. I tell people, I say,
what did you call it? Bagam.
Yes. Icing on the cake. Nobody will walk on the street and show you, see what I earned this week, see what I earned that week. Nobody will do that because of the society we are in today. But I am telling you, believe me today, that when you see that big flyer of 7,000, 10,000, 25,000, it is an icing on the cake. Come closer. The real thing, nobody's displaying it. So going after any car qualification, there's much more for you inside of it. There's a system that you're going to have if you do the right thing. After you qualify for the car, the money will still be coming. One of the leaders said, you are even worrying yourself about qualifying for car. Build your business. Yes, qualify. But build a business to a point where whatever car qualification is on, you can get it through your weekly money in a month. So you are doing the two together. You are doing the two together. You don't play with the team building. They play, you know, when it drops. So what did I really do, Seth, to end this amount? I mean, it's better experience than imagine. So you got to come close. So on my achievements, I got my first car 2016. Like I said, 2017, it was a going back to the drawing board year for me. Then 2018, I bounced back. I wasn't joking. I bounced back a different thing, and that was it. 2019, and what will I be doing? That I will miss capital? It's not possible. It's not possible. So that's it. Do the right thing so you have the two together. Build team and do the activities that will give you the whatever promo is ongoing, but do it together. Do it side by side. So you don't do after qualifying. Excuse me. After qualifying, you go back to build team. You can do the two by the side. Like the experience, I always cut for the global bosses. The reason because this man came in, the experience was there. So he did the two together. He cannot be stuck like me. Now, if he's telling you the story, it's for you not to make the mistakes that he made. If I'm telling you the story, rather, it's for me to, I'm talking about myself now, for you not to. He's been there, he knows how it works. He says, okay, build team and qualify, do the two side by side. He knows what he's saying. You understand? He's the one who has done it so smoothly that I've seen. And of course, a few leaders, they just hit the ground, they are building team, they are doing this activity, so they are not missing anything. It's better you learn from people's mistakes. I'm telling you, I'm sharing my story with you. Now, if you are starting up, do the two. If you don't do the two, it's not impossible for you to qualify. But guess what? Guess what? You will be earning a linear income in a residual system. It's so painful. It's another job. You are on another job. You understand? That's why the system is very important. The system, which is a thing, is very, very important to you. So you do the two. So 2016 car, 2018 car, 2019 car, several trips, several international trips. And the real thing, boss, you know how the 6-7 figure weekly that comes, it's awesome, it's mind-blowing. And the fact that you do this, you know one thing I love so much about this business, when they say it's for family, for life, the fact that you can sit, I can sit, and my mom, once it's just Thursday, the woman will just pick up her phone. She can even call me 9 a.m. They have not paid me. I said, Thursday, it's just 9 a.m. Come down. They will pay you. She is even addicted to it. I swear. You don't have of my money to say. And boss, you're a testimony. You're also a witness to that. Yes. Where you can buy a car for your mom. She can earn weekly. In fact, she doesn't know what she does with the money. And if I even ask her, I said, what do you do with all of this money? She said, don't ask me that question. I'm not a child. She's just a turn to a philanthropist, and what makes her happy. You understand? Because she doesn't have any responsibility. But this thing is coming and it gives her joy. And she will live longer. She will live longer. Don't think, you're not doing this business enough for yourself. You are doing it for, it's for family, for life.
Wow. Wow. Wow, guys. Thank you very much for being natural, for sharing your journey with us, for all you're doing for the profession. Let's keep winning. Let's keep hitting the target. Let's keep building the team. I'm so excited, and I believe so many people. I'm seeing the feedback.
Thank you for the opportunity, boss.
Many people are excited with this story. You know, what is possible for one, guys, is possible for all, and success lives clear. Remember, it is all about the activity. Go grind. Go grind. Remember your why. Put in the activity with your team, and you surely have results in your business. Well, thank you for your time. I know you're a very busy woman. This period, everyone is busy, grinding. Okay, so thank you for everything. Despite the cough, you were able to share the journey with us, and we're excited. Remember, guys, the enemies to your why. Don't forget that. Write it out somewhere, and also write your why, your goals, your dreams out, and see which one should be better. Which one should be higher, have more attention. You should have more attention to. Don't give attention to the enemies. Give attention to the friends, and that's your why. So, guys, thank you very much for your time. I hope you got value. Drop hashtag value now, hashtag value, and send some emoji for our SD Augustina Nkanga for sharing a journey with us. Drop some hashtag value on the comment box. So thank you very much, guys, and see you in our next episode next week. We are coming up with another SD, and this time she has over 200,000 team members in our network. How was she able to build that? Let's hear from her next week. Follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook if you are yet to do that. You get it? Follow those who are there so that you can see what they are doing to build your business. We have so many tips out there we are putting out to help you build your business. And so do that, and that's the only work you have to do. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.